Um, Sarah is going out with some friends today. Don't really remember where she's going. But yeah, and I have to mow today. And then we probably should do the dishes today, or tonight rather. When we're all both back here at the apartment. So yeah, that's what's going on today.
This is the Dough Box Bakery at Sauder Village. Yummy! And there is the outlet where you could get furniture. And there's a hotel, Heritage Hotel. And then we're gonna go over to the village area.
Every day when I'm retired, no. Okay, that is. So I'll just show it.
The gingerbread man. He has little chocolate chip buttons. Oh no, they're raisin buttons. Raisin buttons.
Sorry, we're kind of.
This is so
Right
cute.
in here.
I'm totally gonna eat this in a little bit. We are in the Barn restaurant at Sauder Village. They have this is like a soup and salad buffet. Here's another separate dining room. They have sliding barn doors.
Yeah, I thought.
This is the front part of the village. There's a little circle with all these different shops you can go in. We just came from the main building where they have the admissions and all that, and then a cafe. They have games here in the grass. This, Rachel said, is the tool shop. This is the actual building where the Sauder Village began, where it all began. So this is the basis of the whole historic village, is this little tool shop.
Into the Salt Lake cut. This is probably the most unusual and most dangerous of all the pieces of equipment here. This is a router. A router, even today, is extremely dangerous. It has all kinds of guards on it. This has the blades right out exposed to you. They're only like within 6 inches from your body. And you pedal it, and it spins, makes those blades spin. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to round the edges of wood. But in the process, it's very dangerous. Many, many people lost their fingers on this set of blades. So, and it would also have a tendency to throw wood back into you. So the guys would wear wooden ties that would hang around their neck. So if anything would come flying off, it would hit the wooden tie, and it wouldn't go into their body. So, but they're very unusual because they were so dangerous that most families said, we got to get rid of this thing before one of the kids cuts their finger off. And so they would destroy them. And so there are very few of them left. So we're lucky to have one.
That goes pretty round.
Oh, it broke off his bill.
Oh darn!
It never
There you
A
go.
bill was-
Thank
A
you.
duck with no bill.
So when they carried it, one could get on one side of the basket, one could get on the other side. And it'll come to pretty colors now. We do decorate our baskets up. We like pretty baskets today, but if they were going to take it down to the field, they weren't going to stand there and put a flower or spider design or something on it.
Now, would they make their own baskets, or would they, like, would there be a basket?
There wouldn't have really been a basket shop per se that I know of. Most of them mowed their own if they needed baskets, and a lot of them would use it for a money project, especially during the winter if they were weavers and had access to, I would say oak, better weaving material. They would work on them during the winter, then come spring or when they went into the city, they would take them in and sell them.
This is all the tea. Oh man. This is dangerous.
Tea. Maybe it's the times that I tried.
Yeah,
I tried like friendship tea. It's not friendship tea.
there's so many different kinds.
But they all smell so good.
Mhm.
I feel like I would like them.
Here they have loose leaf. School building. Rachel said it's dated like late 1800s, early 1900s. The desk. We have a wood burning stove in the middle of the school. And then all the desks.
Okay, so here are the teacher contracts, 1915. These are for, I think for female teachers.
Yes,
A lot
yes,
of them are.
because men were a little bit different. They didn't have
Yes,
quite the same.
you cannot marry during your term.
Oh no.
You can't keep up company with men. Must be in at home. No loitering at downtown ice cream
I
stalls.
thought that was so funny. I
one.
love that.
Look at this. Like you can't travel beyond the city limits. Like,
Oh my
do you think this
You
was
had to
like?
get permission.
Okay, is this a common thing, or was this like a
I think it was
reaction of
common.
one area?
I think it was
Oh my
common. I don't
goodness.
think it was just this area. I think it was very
Yeah,
common.
you may not dress in bright colors.
Oh no.
You can't dye your hair. Was that common to dye your hair? Well, in Anne Green Gables, they dyed her hair green.
Or
so-
permanent, or, you know.
Yes. See, I told you earlier, I said when I worked here, I only wore one petticoat. That was like scandalous. You're supposed to wear at least two.
You know, but I always say, whoever would have checked it, but they thought, oh, don't need to because I'm sure it's followed. You know?
Oh,
I'm sure
yeah.
the rules are followed.
Yeah. And then the not any shorter than 2 inches above your ankle.
Above your ankle. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Yeah. One interesting thing that I always point out is the Pledge of Allegiance, how they say it. If you look at it, it's different than the pledge that we say, which I just think is really interesting because there's a lot of controversy over the wording in our Pledge of Allegiance. But this was the original, and it doesn't say one nation under God, and that's like the big controversial part.
Yeah, they went-
that wasn't added until the 1950s
Eisenhower's.
under President Eisenhower. So that's just really interesting.
Early to bed, early to rise. This is the timeout corner. I had to sit and read the dictionary. This was the train station. Elmira train station. This was a scale to weigh your luggage.
That they have passenger trains and freight trains. This is obviously the weight room for the passengers. One of the awesome things is this is kind of a more rural area, but you could go on a shopping trip to Toledo. I think that the drive would be about a couple hours to get an hour to 2 hours.
Probably depends how many stops are involved. It could be as much as 2 hours probably.
So as we're
Because of the
before,
stops.
right, but that would be, a day, like you probably have to stay overnight, traveling.
Well,
See if I can
this
do
is
my
different,
name.
Actually,
What
when
do
you
we-
look for the clicking, that's a real
All right, I'm
problem.
gonna try it.
And I don't even know how they do that.
I don't know.
This I could probably decipher.
Yeah. Because
That's
it
more like,
takes more pausing.
it's more like wireless
R.
Yeah, yeah.
than it is the
And it's different than, okay, so there's American Morse code and then there is
international code.
international.
my name.
And most of the SMS that like most people learn.
Like I said, I think the reason they changed a lot of it was because of people don't use it so often. This could be confusing. It could really mess it up.
It's so cute.
They don't have a coffin in here anymore?
No, they took it. I guess they just thought it was too morbid, I guess.
I heard stories of people who said that when they would purchase like mail order, that was a big thing, mail order products, but they would like mail order eggs and they'd never make it. Now you
Yay, she got it through.
and I got it again.
Oh, hey, good job.
You're not videoing us, are you?
Maybe. Oh no! Get it.
Be on my hand.
Oh yeah. I promise, we were doing really well. Until I started recording. Hey, good job! Woo! All right. We're now in the glass blowing room. I don't know. Look at all the marbles. Jars. And the pottery barn.
So you do each
Dyeing it
design
or
different, you
painting
don't
it.
do them all exactly the same?
Oh, I mean, you know, this batch, I mean, I have enough patterns that I'll be able to do a different pattern on each one here, sure, sure. It's not to say that I'll never make that pattern ever again, because
Right.
I will, but, you know, in this series, it's probably the only one I'll do with that pattern, you know, so.
That's what these are. Oh, lamps just like that.
Along with recipes. What would have happened back in the mid-1800s, a farmer would have backed up his wagon full of corn. He would have shoveled it out into a bin down below. If you look over on that wall, what would have been also water powered would have been a shovel. He would have shoveled corn upstairs. And when the mower was ready, he would pull out his paddle, corn would drop down from up above. And he would let the corn into his milling machine. And I'm going to turn the water on. If you look out behind, if you look out that window, you're going to see a big square pipe coming down from a lake. I'm going to open that up, and gravity is going to allow that water to hit the wheel. Then you're gonna hear a bell. Then it's gonna move a bell underneath the floor, which will in turn start our.
Oh, it's really moving. And there's the belt started moving down there.
What you're gonna see is the corn coming down this tube. And you're gonna hear the grinding start. There's two millstones about the size of that stone over there in that box, that flat stone. The bottom stone stays still, the top stone travels. Each stone has grooves in it, which act as knives cutting up the corn. When the milled corn comes out, the corn meal will drop into the box on the right. The box on the left will take the shell. The shell we feed to the animals here at Sauder Village. The cornmeal we package and sell right here.
In the blacksmith. Focus. There we go. And the snake.
If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Thank you. Cool. You have anybody you need to give a naughty gift to, Sarah?
To what?
For some lumps of coal over there. If we were to go over to the hotel, they have all sorts of women working there.
Here we're in the Native American settlement, making some rope mats, cooking up some stew and corn.
And then you grind it up there, the pound. There you go. Go trade, right? Trade. And so that one stays actually cooler than that.
We have a wood burning oven, outdoor oven. We're about to go in, I'm not sure what building this is. is the Whitmer Roth home. This is the upstairs. And the kitchen is downstairs.
In the village. And after we get our lines cut, then we take them back to the table, put them in a frame, and then we can run them off on these two presses right here.
Wow.
Where you gals from?
I'm from Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne?
Mm-hmm. She lives in Hicksville.
Yeah.
She's from where?
Hicksville, Ohio?
Oh, they picked you up along the way?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. This is so cool.
And the press in the middle here is like the Gutenberg press. He was the guy that invented printing. And then in the back, in that plastic case, there's 2 copies of the Gutenberg Bible, and they're done in Latin.
Wow. This is Gutenberg Bible in Latin. Here's your cup.
What color?
I'll do yellow.
What?
Yellow?
Here's mine. There it is. At Mom's Diner. It's a 50s style diner. We're gonna get some pie probably. That's, ooh, there he is again. I'm just gonna get some pie. Good food. A piece of delicious Toll House cookie pie. It tastes like a chocolate chip cookie.
I forget which one they picked.
And then ice cream.
It's a Lynn.
Just got home from mowing and everything, so it's time to take a shower. My wife's not home yet, so hopefully I can take a shower and she'll have dinner ready for me by the time I get out. Here's to hoping.
Look how beautiful it is out here. Colors. It's more pink than it appears. There's the moon up there. It's so pretty. I mean, look at those clouds. It's so cool. Beautiful. Chris is very tired. He wasn't feeling so hot, but I think he feels a little better, but he's really tired. So, this might be the first time you've seen my face all day. I don't know if I actually turned the view on the camera around and showed my face at all. I don't remember. It's about 10 o'clock, maybe a little after 10. It's time for bed.
Good night.
Good night.